Some Brookville news. Wasn't Sunday awesome? Yay, God. And Kristen Murphy was amazing. Most of the digital end is her sacrifice for you and me. It felt about as much like we were together as possible, especially with the running chat window. That was so much fun. Such a blessing. This is also a group effort from our lead team. As an example, we were planning to use Zoom for our gathering time this last Sunday, but because of some of the suggestions and concerns raised from our lead team, we opted instead for YouTube Premiere instead of Zoom or Facebook Live. And as it turned out, we really dodged a bullet there because I heard from some other pastors that there were some significant problems with those. And we also want to thank Christ Community Church for helping us with the video and music. This next Sunday, join us again for we've gotten out of our 1 Corinthians series a little bit. Although we'll be focusing on 1 Corinthians 13 this week. Our topic this week is 9/11 and COVID-19, a comparison. Bear with us as we work hard to bring you more and more individualized connecting spaces through our Brookville app. And lean into the app too if you have a smartphone or tablet. We're going to try to rely heavily on it as a church during this time to connect us and to get really used to it and comfortable with it. So learn it, get used to it. Contact Kristen for your own Connect group chat and really make the most of it during this time. So your own Connect group chat, you can contact her and say, hey, these people are in it. This is the name we want to call it. And she'll set up a group chat and only your group will be in it. And you can talk to each other very easily and connect with prayer requests or just what's going on, all that kind of thing. I'm really impressed and thankful for how well God has positioned Brookville. Not to ride out this national crisis, but to come through it so strong that we will have the gumption to bless our community. I'm connected to many churches, pastors, and leadership teams, and I think Brookville seems to be among the best positioned for this time. A few things. A lot of our teams transitioned to holding Zoom meetings months before this outbreak. We have a communication-based app in Aware 3 that is well established in our church already. Our people are comfortable giving online, and Brookvillers give very faithfully. And they give for the right reasons because they want to grow deeper in trust with God during this time. They realize that's what giving is about. You guys do. I say they, but you guys do. And we're not relying on passing offering plates at all anymore. A lot of churches are there, unfortunately, during this time. We're out of debt. We have a lean, focused missional budget. Right down the line, it's all good. I love it. But this is actually analytical stuff. We don't put our trust in any of this either. It can all change too. This can all be taken from us, all this technology, whatever. It can all go away too. Our trust isn't in how smart we've been as a church or something like that, although we're thankful for where we are right now, considering the COVID-19 crisis. But our trust is in the name of our God alone. So let's smile, walk by faith, and think of blessing others rather than merely hoping that we'll just barely eke through this. On that note, this week's Life Transformation Devotional, which you can access here down below on the Brookville Wire, is Faith and Works. It's on page A34 of your Bible, but you can see a PDF right here on this email if you don't have the Bible with you. In a recent doctoral Zoom session, the president of my seminary, he's a church history background, very strong in it. He reminded us that through every pandemic in history, historians have noted that the church has stood out in their response. Always a marked response of calmness and self-sacrifice and helpfulness. This last week, several of you gave cash to other Brookvillers in need that I know of, probably lots more that I don't know of. One of you achieved a 2-year badge that you can see here in this email for not missing a single day of Bible reading. And man, oh man, have I seen God work in your life because of it, through it. And the majority of us have been asking for prayer and praying mightily for one another through sickness, job loss, and everything else. Want to mention that Financial Peace University is still coming on April 19th. It will change your life if you haven't taken it before. I speak from personal experience, and many of you can do the same. Definitely join up if you haven't gone through it before. It will be held virtually through Zoom, and it runs about 45 minutes every Sunday for 8 weeks in a row, starting April 19th. Pam and I we're probably going to go through it as a refresher. It's a special discounted rate this time of only $50, and if that's a problem, we as a church will comp you for it. Don't even be bashful about it. Just contact me directly if you want to, or the real contact for all of this though would be Bill Rowan. You see his email down below, or you can actually go to the FPU website to register. That's also down below here in this email. And list people outside the church too. This might be an amazing time to enlist people for this university, particularly if we as a church are comping them for it, because they will hear Bible-based, gospel-based, cross-based answers to predicaments that they are in right now. Are you keeping a diary during these weeks, a diary with God? And if you are, would you like to contribute to the blog tile on our app? I get tired of being the only one doing it. I like to write and stuff, but I'm so busy, and it always just gets kind of stale if it's always coming from me. So it's been a long time, actually, if you've looked at that tile since I put a blog on there. Would you like to contribute? I can keep you anonymous if you want, and God can use you to bless others in the things you're going through in your heart and mind during this time. All right, love you guys. See you next week for the next installment of Brookville Wire.